What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. So I'm sure you guys have already seen DJI came out with a FPV consumer focused drone, simplifying the whole process. You don't have to build out your own drone. You don't have to do all the soldering. You don't have to probably crash your drone nearly as much to get good at it. And it's at a crazy affordable price point compared to other drones that have similar image quality. So I'm just gonna go over some of the features, some of the things that are really appealing to me, some of the things that are less appealing to me, and I'm kind of working through whether or not I should get one, and this might help you guys think through whether or not this is a good drone for you. So thanks for joining. Let's get into the video. If I was starting out right now, getting into drone stuff, I would totally 100% buy this one over anything else on the market. The image quality is good enough for most like mid, lower level professional work. Obviously not like films or movies or something like that, but any marketing material, you're mostly just getting like a cool angle to show the context and make your video a little bit more high production value looking. So right off the bat, the coolest thing about this is the price point. And for $1,200-ish, what you get is you get the goggles, you get the drone, you get batteries, you get the charger, you get extra propellers, you get the controller. So just that in itself, you're getting a lot more things than you would if you're just getting the Mavic Mini or like the Mavic Air 2. All right. Whoa. If you're just getting started, you could have a really solid normal flying drone that also does FPV, which is crazy. So like basically it's a really good starter drone. The quality is really good for if you're just getting started. If you're doing social media stuff, if you're doing mid-level stuff, the quality is really good. If you're already gonna be getting a normal drone, but you're also kind of interested in getting into FPV, you can get both by just buying this one, which is crazy because normally that's not possible. So that's one of the things that I think is the coolest, and I think that this is why this is a super interesting drone for real estate video. Number one, you're gonna be able to get all your like tried and true real estate shots like I've done in other videos, but you're also gonna be able to do super creative stuff if you want to start getting into that direction, and you can have fun with it. So you could even just take this out on your own for your own creative stuff, maybe like for your Instagram, for other people's Instagram, and do some just like really creative drone shots. And before, you know, you couldn't really do that. So I think that's awesome. I think if you get this, you're probably gonna have a lot more fun with drone. You're gonna find out which route you kind of wanna go long-term. If you wanna get into just like super cinematic octocopter type of stuff where you're flying like a red camera around or something, or if you just wanna get into like really cool, creative, high action FPV stuff. So it's cool. You're gonna get a taste of both worlds, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be more reliable, simple to use, easy to get started, and awesome. And it's by DJI, so you can get the DJI Care Plus plan. Obviously, everybody that's gonna buy this is gonna get that. So if you break it or something, you can probably get it fixed under your warranty. So for FPV in real estate, is that something people are gonna be getting into or not? I think probably they are. I've seen some videos where people do like FPV stuff through a house or something crazy, and really for the most part those shots aren't turning out any better than if you were doing like gimbal shots where you can have a little more control and a little bit more high quality indoor stuff. But I think if you're doing properties that are like some really cool huge estates, or like some really cool like acreage type properties, or like a vineyard or something, I've seen a lot of people doing videos of those. I think just being able to get some really cool creative shots could be great for marketing. Maybe you just use a few of them in your real estate videos, but I'm sure you guys have all seen like hotel videos where they have like people doing things and they move from one place of the hotel to another, like by the pool, through a room, through the outdoor area, through the ocean. whatever. You could do stuff like that for huge properties or for vacation rentals and stuff like that. And I think for that, you could even just post those by themselves for marketing, which is really cool. If you're still going to be thoughtful about your shots, showing things that are worth seeing and just in a cool, interesting way, that could probably be a great value addition to your business for your clients, because they're going to get more attention on social media. Probably nobody in your area is going to be doing this for a while because of how most real estate video companies work. They're kind of just doing this cookie cutter format. Everything's exactly the same, music's exactly the same, titles are the same. So it's going to take them a while to adapt and want to invest in it. But if you're doing this as a freelancer and you're a creative person and think this would be fun, I'm thinking that this is like probably one of the #1 ways that you can stand out as an individual freelancer compared to all these big companies and stuff. Because if you're doing this and you get really cool, smooth shots that look professional and seamless, obviously that's something that's going to get people's attention on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, whatever platform you're making this type of content for. So yes, I think this would be a great investment for any business that does this type of stuff that wants to stand out. I watched a lot of videos about this today, and the video quality, it's not nearly as good as like my Mavic Pro 2 or whatever else DJI is probably going to come out with for the Mavic line this year, but I think it's totally good enough for like social media stuff or that type of marketing material. So if you're doing that, you should be covered. It's got 4K 60, so you can really smooth it out, get creative with it. It's going to be a good time. And honestly, just the fact that you have an FPV drone, it's freaking cool. People are going to be liking it. People are going to talk about it. It's probably going to get the same reaction as whenever drones were just starting to be more accessible price-wise for people like us. So it's the next big thing. So let's talk about how it looks. This thing just looks pretty freaking sick. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, so for photography, it's not going to be as good either, but it does still do basically a 4K image. So not the best, but at least you would have it if you need to use it for like a property or something. It'll probably still look pretty good. So it does 4K 60. That's kind of the best spec. And for full HD, it's got 120 frames per second. So that's cool. That'd be fun. Okay, same type of codec. Bit rate is pretty good. 120 megabytes per second bit rate's pretty good. Standard color profile, D-Cine-like. D-Cine-like's really good. That's what I use a lot of times on my Mavic 2 Pro. So that's good. Not quite as much dynamic range as log, but it's easy to grade and work with. So not bad. Another cool thing, it's going to be a little bit wider field of view than like the Mavic 2 Pro, which is kind of cool. It kind of accentuates your movement a little bit more. It makes it look like the drone's going a little bit faster, a little bit more dramatic looking. So I like that. I always thought the Mavic 2 Pro, like, it looks really good, but I'd always like, compared to my 16mm gimbal shots, I always thought it was a little bit too cropped in for what I would prefer. Okay, max flight time is 20 minutes. So that's probably plenty of time, honestly, especially because of how fast it is. You could probably get most of your shots of a property with that. I would probably invest in a second battery or a third battery also, because, you know, if you're at a big property or something, having too much battery is better than not having enough if you need to like keep getting more shots. All right, so now the final question is, do you guys think I should get one, try it out, test it out, have some cool footage for my YouTube videos, for my Instagram, for my TikTok? Let me know what you guys think. I haven't been this excited about any new tech in a while, and I've always been pretty interested in FPV drones, but I never really wanted to take the time to like get really good at it, because you had to do so many things like soldering and like learning, and yeah, the investment in time and money and energy, this is a lot. So all right, I hope you guys like this video. I know it's a little different than my normal stuff, but I hope it was still valuable insight on if you're thinking about this. So thanks for joining. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.